welcome to another update. Still don't have a cell phone yet, but gotta be grateful. Thankful it is November 27. My rent's paid, electricity bill is paid, and paid my phone bill already. But since about 28 days I don't have a phone, so I'm not filming with the phone. I gotta get one. I'm gonna go check for a Black Friday, but I'm very financially stressed, so I'm hoping to get a monthly deal, the minimum, the best deal I can pay, because I can only afford to pay maybe 20, 30 maximum a month in my financially precarious situation. I'm very financially stressed. I have many jobs in the past years, many jobs, but of course due to my neurodivergence known as Asperger's, it has been a more difficult to keep and maintain regular employment, as you can check for yourself and attest that sometimes in different regions of the world. I'm speaking as a Canadian North American in the North American Collectif civilizational complex, that of course for Aspies or Asperger's, the unemployment can reach 80% or more, so that's 4 out of 5. It's really 11 times bigger than what the current percentage of unemployment is for neurotypicals, which you constitute the 99% of the population, contrasting to our population, which is less than 1%, even Aspies, who are also known as high-functioning autism. So for fellow Aspies, we got to build bridges with neurotypicals, and it is a continuing work in progress, but I have a lot of things to be grateful for. And yesterday I went on a workout. It got a bit chilly, it rained, it kind of transformed into ice, so I just want to say a little bit of that gratitude, and sending some love, to the workers, the firefighters, the plumbers, the truckers, the electricians, the bakers, the construction workers, the nurses. Please, millionaires, I call it a heart for the millionaires, as of course we have a few weeks. It is November 27th. Currently we have a few weeks until the holiday season, and if you're a millionaire, billionaire, artist, athlete, and CEO, and especially the Hollywood multi-millionaire actors making $44 million a movie, you gotta go incognito. And my message to all my North American collective, for our empire of the 63, let it rise, let it be. I'm always putting down rock and roll, loving always for the 10, the 50, and the 3, the 63 for Canada, United States, as my vision for public-private partnership, of course, for the 21st century implementation and marriage thereof of Canada and United States. I guess right when I said that, that's a little bit of an alarm there. So, see, paradoxically, so the alarm still works on my phone, but the screen is just black. Sometimes it flashes green, so the screen on my phone doesn't work, but the alarm still sounds. And this is my alarm reminding me, of course, to do laundry, send emails, and I sent some follow-ups for some jobs, and employment's always open for business. Friends with benefits only from now on. See, so the screen is just black. It's just the screen got wet. 28 days ago I went on a march. You can see my long video. It was raining and I was filming with this smartphone. I was filming with the camera because it got some gigs, so I can film about 3 hours, more than 3 hours, 3 hours and a half. 3 hours and a half I was able to film, and then I uploaded, of course, some videos. My videos are long. Usually this is going to be a shorter one, but nonetheless, that's what it is. And it's just went black. I went to inform myself at different places. They said just to change it is like 120, so I think just getting a new one, which has a guarantee of at least a year, if I can make a deal for a 24-month, paying 24 months monthly deal. Tomorrow's Black Friday here. Hopefully I can get advantage. And from recent memory, of course, because my memory is blackout, before like 2014, winter 2014, February-ish, before February 2014, I have trouble remembering my life. I used to live in a very small, moldy underground basement, and I moved here about 10 years ago. I came here with nothing really, but right here I lost 93 pounds and got workout, got fit, created my workout training program system, and I predicted the geopolitical situation that's unfolding now. I also, of course, I write and create rock and roll songs, original rock and roll songs on the daily, Always got that rock and roll for the truckers on the road, for the butchers and the bakers and the nurses and the truckers, firefighters and the plumbers. Gotta be so ready, see, gotta be so that with me, gotta be in left and right, and that you see. Coast to coast, ocean to ocean, coast to coast, ocean to ocean, for the left and for the right, gotta spin when out of sight. Oh, yeah, I can rock and roll. Those are my special interests, as in people with Asperger's and autism, HFA, high-functioning autism, and Asperger's have merged. They're one and the same neurological mental divergent condition. Not. It's not a disease. They merged back in 2013, about 20. They merged. Now they're one and the same. So when I say HFA, high-functioning autism, and Asperger's, they're basically one and the same neurological mental divergent condition. So that is basically what I have learned to accept during these past years, COVID, because since about 2015, 2016, several people have been telling me, but I didn't want to accept it for many years because there's a stigma, there's a lot of work to be done and a lot of understandings, and there's a lot of misunderstandings. But unemployment is very high for my community, and my community constituted less than 1%. They were less than 1%, and we have to build bridges. My only stress now is financial. I'm androgynous, pansexual, so pledge your legions, our family, or friends with benefits only on the island of the Hawk, Montreal, North American, always for the 63. Do you know the 50 states? Do you know 25 of them? Can you tell me 25 of the 50 states? Rock and roll. Always for the 10 provinces, 3 territories, and 50 states for the 63. Let our empire rise and be. If you don't know what it is, inform yourself. Read the transcripts. Read my transcripts of the past years, especially in the past 3.5 years as my rebirth years. I died in this room of Sun Temple back in 2020. Gonna be, wow, 6 years of COVID, and I had COVID in February, March 2020, so I survived COVID, and here I am, I always gotta be grateful, thankful. I live carpe diem every day, but I'm an independent geopolitical theoretical analyst, theorist, philosopher, and strategist, and artist and athlete, and I rock and roll Rainbow Dragons, where the Dragon Army at. Of course, the Dragon Army is an initiative, a call for a massive public-private partnership across the North American Collective, a massive PPP for all industries and telecommunications corporations and institutions of the North American Collective of Canada, United States, to implement my Trinity of theories, the CIT Citizen Integration Theory, the DRT Detrol Fusion Theory, and the DFT, the Democratic Fusion Theory, the Trinity of theories via love, and of course to be for SSD, Security Service and Defense, and the new 911 Dragon Protocols, and with lots of dancing. Dancing is my favorite sport, and lots of rock and roll, Rainbow Dragon, aka Priestess, Hana, Priestess Hana, the dancing goddess, got those trillions of kisses I got from the forgotten goddess. Anybody wants kisses out of the way is no problem. Rock and roll always for the farmers, truckers, firefighters, plumbers, electricians, the welders, the warehouse workers, all those on the trains, and the truckers, the construction workers, those picking up the garbage. Today's Thursday, so I'm gonna get that compost picked. And here's a little bit of brief. I haven't still gotten the phone yet, so I'm gonna make a shorty video with this one, but I'm still working on my YouTube channel as a little bit of an update, and encourage you all to work out, train, exercise, and gonna start going to get some laundry done and go to the mountain.